Hi everyone, it's kind of the end of June, and I am not quite end of, it's the 22nd or 20 something of June, and I am in my pollinator patch. A few days ago, I have noticed that my milkweed plants looked a little funny compared to the rest of them. Oh, and sorry, by the way, this is Aurora Native Gardens, Zone 5B. I'm in Aurora, Ontario. And yeah, as I was saying, I noticed that I had some milkweeds that are looking very different from the rest. So a quick Google search told me that they have a problem called yellow milkweed photoplasma, I believe it's called. It is caused by leaf hoppers. It's a bacteria problem. There's no way to prevent it, but what they suggest is that I dig them up. And so I have a few over there, and I have, can't really tell here, but I have a few back there as well. So because milkweeds do spread by rhizome, they suggest I do this ASAP. Today is the day I'm free, so I'm going to try digging them out. I don't have a tripod, so you just have to trust me that I am physically digging them out. It says I have to dig them out, try to get as much root as I can, and monitor the rest of the milkweed, see if that happens to them. And then the other thing is dispose them, do not compost them, because it could spread the bacteria. And then afterwards, clean your shovel with bleach. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a go at it and start clearing out some of these milkweeds. I think I may have some randos over here, over there, maybe over there as well. It does seem to be a bigger problem than I originally anticipated. And then looking here, it looks like these guys may have gotten it too. I did ask if it does affect my asters, if it will have the asters yellow because of it. It says they're different, like the leaf hoppers that carry the bacteria that cause milkweed to have this problem are different bacteria than what would cause a asters yellow. So in theory, they should not be cross-contaminating, but we will see. I do have quite a bit to dig out, so bear with me. Hopefully it does not affect my area. This is where I saw for the first time in our garden fireflies. So it is kind of mid-end of June now. I haven't seen any fireflies. It's been pretty cool here. I don't really want to do too much soil disturbance. I do throw leaf mulch here, but I think I have a bigger problem right now than fireflies. I have to get rid of all these milkweeds. It does say that if a caterpillar has nibbled on it or eaten that type of milkweed, it doesn't affect them, but it could affect your patch. So this is something new that I found out about, and I want to share with everyone because, you know, native gardening, learn something new all the time. Okay, and I apologize for my neighbor's noise, but let me get to it. Okay, so this is the aftermath. Dug out as much as I could. Couldn't really get to a lot of those roots that I was looking for, like that. This part of the soil is quite clay, and unfortunately I had to dig all the way around my spotted Joe Pye weeds over there. Hopefully it wasn't really bad damage, but they were interwoven there. So I did dig as much as I could, and you can't really tell. Maybe you can. I have a concrete border here. I think it's a retaining wall. There was a lot growing on that edge, and I really couldn't get to too much of the roots. But I did manage to dig up like clumps like this with big roots. So hopefully that most of this clump, as you can see, has the milkweed yellows. That's kind of what happens. The flowers don't fully get developed. They get these weird curly tips. And I didn't notice any caterpillars on these guys yet. Hopefully there's no eggs, but if it is, just a bit late. I don't really want to leave it lying here. So I'm gonna bag this up. Hopefully I got most of it. I don't think I see any of it left. A lot of times milkweeds will have slightly yellow leaves on the bottom. I had that last year. I don't think it's the same problem. Yeah, the other thing is, I don't know if he's still hanging around. Let me see. There was a monarch caterpillar here. Don't really see him right now. I saw him before I start digging. I don't know where they are right now at this moment. There is, I think, 2 of them. Both actually I relocated from my swamp milkweed. They looked a little slow and not moving today. I put them on these leaves and onto the common milkweed. Actually, you can see I ripped this milkweed to help me grab them to bring them here. Oh, there's one. There he is. Do you see him? He's kind of happily chomping away. So yeah, I searched online to find out why they weren't really moving very much on the swamp milkweed. It says that the swamp milkweed maybe is a bit dry. Maybe it's a little not in the most moist condition. And it makes the leaves tougher. And then I also noticed some aphids on it. And because I noticed aphids, I also noticed wasps on it. So it says sometimes the caterpillars get threatened and they hide out and they don't go up to eat the leaves. So I brought them here with lots of milkweed for them to eat. And hopefully they are going to continue to be happy. Hopefully we have more caterpillars and we'll keep growing them. But unfortunately for these milkweeds here, guess is what happens. Sometimes you have tragedies in the garden, and this is my tragedy right now. Yeah, okay, that's it. I'm gonna sign out. Bye.